Warren.
I just wanted to be clear on this. What so far has California requested? You've said they've requested the maps.
The maps are.
More, or is everything else just you getting ready in case they do request?
So I'm not going to, as you can appreciate, I'm not going to speak for California and all of their requests. We're not the only agency that they are making these requests to. I think it's also important to note that with any natural disaster like what we saw in North Carolina later last year, is FEMA is going to be central in coordinating federal assistance. And I think what's important here is also everything remains so fluid. So California, with all these different fires, has to assess how they are allocating their own resources from CAL FIRE, and then also knitting together what DoD assets can be provided. And not to use like a sports analogy here, but you don't want to rush all your players onto the football field without having a strategy. And that's what we don't want to see happen here. You don't want to see a clog. You don't want to see resources being diverted to one fire when actually they need to go somewhere else. So that's why we're working with the state, with FEMA, and getting some of the MAFs ready that will be operational today. Some will be going in over the weekend. And then, of course, we have our personnel, additional helicopters standing by to support.
Are there outstanding requests from California?
I think anything that California is going to request, as the president has said, we're going to rise and meet those requests and work with the state with what they need. But I think what's important to remember is we are knitting in to FEMA, who is leading the federal response. So I'm not aware that anything that has been requested from the state of California to the department hasn't been met. But again, we're working with FEMA and California to meet their needs.
Very quick Ukraine question.